he just took the arm of my chair and he just grabbed it towards him.
So I will not say anything. I'll just ask you to say whatever you want to say to the audience and share your experience or experience in a small CA form, what happened to you. Just be in detail. Do not hesitate. Your video will be blurred. No one will identify you. Even in case you want, we can also modify the audio as well. Right. So we have all the equipment with us. Just feel free. Speak up. Tell your story.
I don't know. I'm nervous. Okay. So I joined my articleship in April 2018, and it was a medium firm, and there were other CA articles, and there were also permanent staff, and like it was okay. And there was this sir, like he was the whole owner of this thing, and like he won't look us, he won't talk to us, he won't smile to us. The only thing he do is just shout to us, or like always in this cruel mode, and everyone was fear of him. Like I still remember we can hear the calling bell from the sir's room, so everyone will be like fear, who want to go, because that much he will scold. And the work that was pathetic. The only thing I had done is this tally entry, and one GST or something. And everyone there all are doing tally, and I didn't even know how to file in ITR, because he has been using Winman software, and that was very embarrassing, sir, because everyone, our relatives and all think, yeah, look, now she's an article, then we can make her file our IT return, and they will come to us. And I said, like, I don't know. I had asked, what IT return? What form are you talking about? That much I had embarrassed.
You have cleared the CA intermediate stage at that time?
No, I was direct entry.
Okay.
That time.
Okay.
Then I had faced that much embarrassed, but that was okay. I was staying positive. Like 3 years are remaining, no? Then I can learn. I was okay. And initial 3 months, I was in the head office, and later a branch came to our office. That was near my hometown.
Okay.
And he told, since it is near your hometown, you will be staying in that branch. And like that was really hard for me, because I was getting adjusted to the new place. And certainly he was asking me, like, he didn't seek my permission, just say you will be staying there. And also him and me and my colleague, he was not a C article, but just a trainee who had come to the office for 1 year. And we two were in that office, and that office was really small, really tiny, means really tiny. Like there was this one room for sir, and the place where we used to work, no width, that much tiny. Two people can barely sit, two system and one printer.
I have seen that offices. I have seen that type of offices. I can relate.
But like that was okay. And then I think positively. Now again I can work something. I can study something like work, because I am getting a whole new office, two people. So every work we can share. But the only thing he made us do was cleaning the office, cleaning the whole office, and I have cleaned the floor mat. Floor mat.
I understand. Just keep the mic near your mouth.
Yeah. I have cleaned the floor mats by taking that to the public toilet, that complex public toilet, and I have washed it using my hands. Yes, I have done that.
You should have said no at that time.
Sir, I didn't know. Like I thought every office this will be, because we didn't have anyone to clean our office. Office cleaning, like jadu, pocha, sub, like everything.
No.
Everything
Article assistants are not required. You are there to do work of a chartered accountant, not to do a work of a PN, right?
But I was saying positive. I was thinking, okay, the next day I will get the work, next day get the work, because like if he see even one particle of dust, then he will get very furious and anger and all. And like that, I think 4.5 month gone. And then there was this boy, with me. Then one day he came to that boy and said, now there is no uh, you don't have any work. You didn't have to stay here any longer, because this is a small office, new office, and there is no work here. You can leave to the head office,
Mm.
and I can stay here alone, and asked if that is okay for me. And I thought it's okay. Like, then there is also no option. Like, okay, nothing to fear and all, because there are so many shops near us. And I said, Okay." And I was alone. Then there was this transformation of sir, where everything changed. uh,
When the staff member went away, that other
Went.
person. Yeah.
And
Mm.
yes. He usually visit our office in 2 days. Another 5 day he will be in head office. In our branch, he came to visit two
So
days.
you used to sit alone
And
for those days.
initially he was in his cabin. Then later, we came to know each other, and we were having a good company. Like, he was being very good towards me. He started talking. He started to share things. He like supported in my studies, and like everything was going good. And every day, the head office and branch, we used to call for like some clerical work.
Mm.
And then I used to say, like, sir is really changing, or I don't know, sir is really nice. It's not about like you people saying he's a cruel man and all. He's really a nice guy. Then they were saying, no, we can't believe this. It is like double face, because in that office he will not smile also. But when he came to this office, like, he was very good. And I used to share all these things to my parents and my sister also in my home,
Mm.
and they were also happy. And they told me that sometimes you are also good to him, like you may be doing all the work, and also he's supporting you in your studies. And there was this one day, like, everything changed. uh, so I usually leave the office at 5, and in 4:55 I will be getting ready, because there is no work and all. And one day he came at 4:55, and I'm going to be and I'm going to leave. And he was like, are you going to leave? Why are you going to leave now? I just came now. And I thought there may be some work and all. And I said, okay sir, I will be here, I will sit here, you can say. And we were sitting, we have two like that rotating chair. And
Where
in that
you and the
narrow
other
space,
colleague used to sit.
and there in the not in initial, in the end, he used to come and sit in that room only. Like, after we became like friends, no, I told, no, became good, like talking good things. He used to come and sit in his my colleague's place.
Mm.
And he came, and like, he asked me to take some printout. And I was preparing that. And I was preparing to take print. And then uh, he just took the arm of my chair, and he just grabbed it towards him. I was like not understanding. He just grabbed it towards him, and he just hold my hand like here. And and he was just keeping on pressing it, just holding tightly, firmly pressing it. uh, I was shocked. uh, Everyone will say in like these situation, you should respond, react. Even
Mm.
I'm a bold character,
Right.
but like at that time I couldn't do nothing. I could remember I was shaking. I couldn't do nothing. Yes. And he was going on pressing. I don't know what else he was doing. And suddenly I stood up, and I said, I want to leave, I want to leave. Then suddenly he became the like he became the nice guy and asking, why do you want to leave? Do you want to leave because this thing happened? Like I didn't mean that. Then the next thing my mind said was just leave from here because you don't know what next will happen. So just again, it was only a narrow room. So I just left there, and later, and the moment I left from that office, I was starting to crying. Like I couldn't, like first thing that I couldn't believe, I couldn't believe what was happening with me. And sir, can you hear?
I can hear, but it's there is a network issue.
Uh,
Just turn off your video, maybe for the better connection.
and the moment I get out from the office, I was just crying because I didn't know what to do, and uh, I didn't know the wrong what it was my fault or it was his fault or it was both of our fault. And I just called my friend, and he told that immediately you inform your parents. And at night I informed my parents, and they told we can just terminate from the office. Then there was nothing to be done. Like it's also issue of my future and my career. You can just we can just terminate.
And you were in the first year of your articleship only.
Yes, sir. I was this was a fifth month.
Okay, okay, okay. Then what happened?
Then I told my parents,
Mhm.
and my parents told just we can get termination. Like what can be done because I'm also a girl. Like my future, my career, we don't know what to do. We can just terminate. And I also okay, and I also made up my mind I can terminate. And I messaged him WhatsApp message that night that I want to leave the office. and and I have the evidence of the whole thing, that proof, like with his phone number. I had taken the screenshot and all. Like he accepted, he confessed what he has done is wrong, but he was going on saying he done that thing as a sister, like all that thing he has done as a sister. And he told like he has a wife, he has a two children, and his career is going, and he don't want a bad relationship with me. So just I just give you the special care and all as a sister. And I told like would you do the say I asked, would you do the same thing to a sister? Like in a such a small dark room, would you hold that hand and do the same thing to her? And he was saying that I just want to transfer from the office, so I am making up this thing. Then he okay, and then he told okay, come to the office and then you can get your termination. So uh, I and my relative went to his office for termination. And among this whole thing, that day was the most darkest day because I was sitting here. I expected a sorry from him because what he done was really wrong, and I didn't take any further action. I didn't complain to police. I hadn't done nothing, and I just expected a sorry. But that day, like he was like a lion. He was shouting at me and insulting me. I was really shocked. He was saying I had made up this whole thing because I want to quit from the office. I want to take transfer from the office. And he was saying really bad things about me, about my character in front of my relative. And that time, like I was just sitting there crying like an idiot because I didn't know what else to do. Because I want a signature from him. I needed that, so I couldn't fight with him. Then he was going on, shouting at me. He was like in that much sound, like we two both get scared in that much sound, and saying very bad things about me.
Finally, he gave the
Yes,
transfer.
after, yes, finally he gave the sign, but he wrote some another reason and he write the he sign.
Oh,
He signed it.
okay. Then you
Yes,
completed your articleship now. It has
yes,
been completed. So,
yes, sir. After
mm,
that, I joined another CA firm, and luckily that was a very good one. Hello, sir.
yeah, I can listen you.
Uh,
Mm,
luckily that was a very good one, and from there, I've studied at so many books. I have like that was very good for me. Like now, I keep myself calm by thinking that only because of that happened, I reached to a new place, so I can learn so many things. But still, then also that was that should not have happened to
right.
me.
That is not expected. When you are trusting anyone
Like
and you are going somewhere to learn things, it is never expected
mm,
that the person will harass you, exploit you, or the person will, give you the personal work of cleaning the office, cleaning the mat, going to the public toilet. It's very much, I mean, disheartening to listen to the story, the real story of this student. Have you cleared your CA intermediate or are you studying that right now?
sir, after that, I told I am direct entry. In my first attempt, I have cleared my first group,
Okay.
and after that, I have given two attempt for second group. I didn't clear it.
Mm,
Like there was some leave issue and all. Now I am going for like in this May second group, and I have exemption in auditing.
okay, fine,
So
fine. And you have completed your articleship, right? Now,
yes,
just only you have to study and uh, clear the
yes,
papers.
I have completed. Yes, I have completed.
Right. So I wish you, first of all, I wish you a very good luck for your future. And I want to thank you as well for coming up and speaking up on something which has
Mm,
happened and no one will ever tell you. Like
mm,
you learned no work there. You were given the
mm,
personal work of cleaning the office. And third is the harassment issue. So these three things
mm,
are, I mean, it's anyone can be shattered if anything happens, even to a
mm,
boy. I'm not generalizing it. Even it happens to anyone, that person's mental
mm,
state will be completely different. Like what has been done, I went there to learn to become a chartered accountant, like I have seen in maybe YouTube or anywhere, which I inspired to become. But when I see such situation, I
mm,
mean that person's dream will be shattered, isn't it?
mm.
So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like now, all it's an over and years passed, but whenever
that
I
that thing
think
will
about
remain
it,
in your mind. That thing will always remain
yes,
in your mind. That harassment thing.
yes, tears come because he is living out there like his life. And also, I want to share one thing.
Yeah.
After this thing, like I also know his wife because she also she usually came to that head office and work with him.
Okay.
And after that, after that, some months, we met at a seminar, and like his wife was looking at me
Mm,
in a very bad way. I don't know why, but she
mm,
was with this grudge, this anger. She was just looking me.
mm.
I don't know why she looked at me. Maybe he have said some bad thing about me to her. We had a good relationship at earlier in that office.
No, let me tell you, his
But
wife is also a chartered accountant.
no, no, no. But from commerce field itself. But she will come to the office and do the work also. So we know her, and like we have a good company with her. We usually talk also. But after this incident, when I met her at ICS program itself,
Mm.
she was looking very angry towards me. Like she was scaring me. I don't know
No, don't
why.
don't try to give any importance to these people. Your form is signed, your articleship is complete. Just be clear in your mind
Mm,
to start a new life now. Right?
yes, sir.
This is something which I can say you, like,
Mm,
as a, you can say, as a teacher or as a guide, that ignore what has happened, because the more you think, the more you deteriorate your future, the more you hamper your future. So that should not happen, right? Right now you should be focusing on your studies, clearing your CA finals and starting a new life. That is the first most priority. Second thing is whether to file a complaint or not, that's up to you. Like I'm not a police guy, right? So I cannot take action against them right now, but I can only guide you. If you think that this was something grossly negligent for which there is a criminal proceeding and you want to go against, then you can think later on, or maybe now. It's completely dependent on you, but my concern is to bring the real stories. What is happening has happened in a CA form or in any work environment. It is not restricted to a CA form. In every work environment these kind of stuff happens and we need to speak out. That is the purpose of these real stories. So I request everyone to, if anything bad happened, if you're a boy, you're a girl, doesn't matter, just come up and speak. Let the audience know this is something that is actually being done. And if you read the comment section, there are many hundreds of people who are complaining about it.
Sir, right now I don't want to go into this matter. Right now I want to study and I want to be a CA. And I don't know, after that may I get the courage to go complain. I don't know. But right now I just want to study and I want to become a CA. Like I have faced this much. I have struggled this much for these two
And
letters.
this kind of situation you have never faced anywhere else in your life till now. Is it true?
Sir, in a closed room, yes.
Okay. I mean, privately with any person, this was the only incident, right? That has happened to you.
Like, yes, privately, yes, sir.
When no one is seeing and it's a private space, only this thing happened once, and that too in a CA firm, that too by a practicing CA. So
yes, sir.
I'm really ashamed of those kind of CAs who are not getting any work, and that's why taking a COP to start their practice, do not have any work. Do not have any work, so how they will train you? We should file a RTI, right to information, by which we can ask the institute to tell us how many articles have been trained from this particular firm and how many articles have taken transfer in this particular year. So these two things you have the right to ask, so that you can get to know beforehand that if this firm is getting so many transfers, giving so many transfers, there has to be something wrong. And if there are very few persons who are getting trained, then they do not have much work, they do not have a good strength. So we should file a RTI, number one. Secondly, for the girl student especially, like, you should never go in a very small firm, because there will be a bad atmosphere over there. Just go somewhere where you will find around 10-15 people are there, multiple partners are there, not a very small office. I have seen, I mean, so many bad stuff happen to CA students. I can't reveal here. It's only the student who are coming up and speaking, right? Otherwise I can tell you the truth, whatever has happened to many other students, whatever I've seen, whatever I've heard. But I'm not telling that. Only the student who have themselves faced anything, they are coming up and speaking up. Please speak in the comment section. At least please WhatsApp me on my number to share your story. Come up. At least now your mind will be relieved, right? One thing positive will happen, like you have spoken.
Yes, sir.
Mind will be relieved. You will feel relaxed now.
Yes, sir.
So this is something positive that has happened, right? And
yes, sir. All this year, like I remember, I have said to my mother about it, and my mother was just asked, like, have you done anything wrong? Like, you have become more friendly to him, so he had done this to you. Like, it may be your fault, and
no, it's not your fault completely. But one advice I'm going to give everyone, that in a professional environment, do not try to be friendly, right? Especially with your boss. Like, they are not your friend. Even the persons with whom you are working in the office, they are not your friends. They are colleagues. They are articles in a CFO. You are there for a particular purpose. Do that thing and come back. In your case, there was no work, and where there is no work, these kind of situations will definitely arise, this or other. So only we can guide the students, the young, those who are starting their articleship, that be aware of these stuff. So thank you very much for coming up and speaking up. I wish more such girls, more such boys, anyone. It's up to them to come up and speak. Thank you very much for giving your precious time. I wish you all the best for your future journey. At least now do something big so that everyone can listen you with your video. Right? Be strong, be bold. Uh, so here we'll end the session. Bye bye. I hope you don't mind if we publish this on YouTube, right? So this is something I ask everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind if we publish this on YouTube. Your video will be hidden.
Okay, sir. But please blur it.
Yeah, your video will be blurred, right? As I told you, right? It will
Okay,
not be
sir.
visible. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much for sharing your story.
Sir,
Good
thank
night.
you, sir.
Good night.
Okay, okay, sir. Good night.